from the Baron had come and talked to Hebner and wanted him to come see the Baron the next day. And so he went to do that. And while he was gone, the three of you decided to go out in town and have a look around. Okay? And you've been wandering around town, and you have come across a dusty shop. You can see candle lanterns in there, and lots of interesting objects. And the place you found is called Ruga's, and by the three balls symbol, you realize it is a pawn shop. And you guys have gone in there to have a look around. And some of the things you're seeing while you're looking there is a wood and bronze device with hand cranks, and also has some dials and stuff on it. There is a very interestingly designed old battered brass lamp. There is an owl that's made out of what appears to be ivory, which is a little rare this far from the coast. There are a pair of silver-plated skeletal hands. And there is a most magnificent water pipe, a hookah, with all kinds of jewels and filigree. It's very beautiful. So you're in the shop and you're looking about and you're seeing these type of things. There's other things in there as well. The owner, or the person watching it, is a rather rotund man in his late 40s, early 50s, and you probably figure he'd peck in about 350. He's got about 6 chins. And also sort of lurking around near the door, but not right beside the door, is a human that looks to be fairly well built and has a club hanging from his belt. So, what do you guys want to do?
He has a what hanging from his belt?
Club.
A single glove?
Club. Weapon.
Club. Weapon.
Baseball bat. A baseball bat.
Okay. I want to
Well,
investigate
more like one
the
of the
silver
many
hands.
ones that they give out at certain games.
I want to look at the silver-plated hands.
Okay. Well, they are a wondrous looking piece. They have and they appear to be hands of a mature human with relatively long fingers. They are fully together, and each individual bone is plated in silver. So they're fully articulated. And he says, "Oh my, you have chosen us wonderful, wonderful thing. These are sold to me, and the person who sold them to me, who I have no reason to doubt, promised me these are the preserved hands of a great and potent sorcerer of ages past. He was a merchant, a bit down on his luck, Yeah, he said he couldn't ever get them to do anything. But my understanding is they are the key to a great buried treasure. You can have them both for 30 pieces of silver. Hello?
I'm here. Do they seem
okay.
like they're? Do they seem like they could be magic? I mean, just from a hunch, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's kind of up to you. They are a fine make. As I said, they're fully articulated. Each bone is plated in silver, and then they're placed back together. Magical or not, they're a pretty interesting object.
Okay. Well, I asked him, "Is there any way to figure out where the treasure is from these hands?"
I haven't seen any evidence of it, so I can't tell you that they obviously lead to the treasure. I'm only telling you what the merchant who sold them to me told me. They're a fine item, and even at 30 silver pieces, they are quite magnificent. They're worth every bit of that just for the silver and workmanship alone. But if that doesn't satisfy your need, and he moves over towards the hookah. Now, this gem-covered hookah I bought from a trader from the far west. Now, it was this one promises to provide not simply the pleasure of smoking, but things beyond that. Again, I'm not a person who indulges in such things, so I couldn't swear to it. But that is, and as he's talking, you suddenly hear a scrabbling noise back to your right. And as you look that way, the silver hands have stood up on their fingers and are moving about, and then they leap to the ground and dash towards the door just as someone else opens the door to come in, and out they go. Ruga immediately begins yelling at you, "What have you done? What have you done? You've ruined me!"
I didn't do anything.
And the guy with the club gets his club out and starts to come your direction.
Oh, this is a
what
trap,
are you guys going to do?
I'm going to put my hands out threatening. I've got magic missile. I'm going to put my hands out threateningly, like, you better back off, buddy.
Okay. And he kind of leers up a bit. He's trying to figure out if you mean it. I mean, looks like he's been in this position before. You know, he doesn't seem a novice to having this type of problem.
Yeah, they're going to want money from me, aren't they? They're going to say, I did it.
Go and get them. Go and get them if you didn't do it. If you bring them back, we'll discuss a better sales price, maybe.
All right, I'll go look for them.
And the person at the door goes, "They're already down by the corner."
I'm going to go get them.
Okay. So you guys rush out into the street, and you see the hands running down the road in front of you. So what I want you... what I want you to do is roll a 1d8 plus your Dex defense bonus.
All of us or just me?
All of you.
Plus defense bonus.
1d8.
4 out of 5.
Well, you're still in as Jace. Hey, Richard, he's still in as
Yes.
Jace, but he's Maglor.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll be able to figure that one out.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 17 minus 3.
Cute. We both have 17s on our dex.
Okay, so that's a +2.
So I rolled a d8 plus 2, so 7. Jace
Well,
did
that's
too.
what you got. Yeah. Okay, so you guys tear out, and you gain a bit on them, and you see them turn a corner. And Jace and Quallon, you guys are running out front. Sir Galadan is lagging a bit behind you. Roll again.
I assume big is high numbers are good.
Yes.
Are you
Yeah,
seeing
it's
our
just-
rolls?
Basically, it's just, I see you got an 8 and a 7, and I need Sir Galadan's.
He must have went for pizza.
He must have.
I already rolled.
Well, we need to do it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Quallon, you've broken out in front, and you turn this corner, and you run smack dab into a man, probably a baker or a baker's assistant. He's carrying a couple of bags of baskets of bread, and you've knocked him over, and you're down too.
Well, then I didn't want a big number.
Okay, so what happens? What do you want to do, Quallon?
Well, my name is actually Medthros.
Okay, Medthros, what do you want to do?
I want to, I don't know, does the guy look mad?
Well, yeah, you just knocked him down on all his bread.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm
Out of
sorry.
the okay.
I'm going after the hands. Say I'm sorry
Okay.
and then go on.
So give me a D20, and what's your charisma?
Charisma's a 14.
Okay, so that's going on. The rest of you roll a D, roll a D8 again. Okay, so Jace is like right coming around the corner right behind you, and he's so close that he has to come to a stop and kind of move around you guys, trying not to step on the bread.
Maglor.
Sir Galadon, are you going to roll?
Yep. What do I want to roll?
D8.
D8. Whoops.
And Sir Galadon comes around the corner too, and he's also slowed down by all this. And now the hands are kind of between, because you're kind of running through the marketplace. So, they're running through people's feet and around things, and you can just barely make them out up there ahead of you as you get around the bread, the man with the bread. And so give me another dice roll. All of you, a D8. As Mithros finishes his discussion, his hurried apology, and jumps back up and joins the chase. So Medros actually catches up. Jace's his new character is so confounded by this, he's actually moving relatively slowly. And Medros then catches up with Sir Galadon. And just as you're passing an alleyway, you hear a woman screaming, "Help! Help! Robbers! Thieves!" And then it's cut short.
And that's the alley that the hands ran down?
No, it's an alley that you're coming up to. And roll again a D8. Okay. So Mithros is back in the lead. And what are you doing?
I'm going after the hands.
Okay, so you're closing back up with the hands a little. And Maglor and Sir Galadon, I need a roll from you. Maglor, you're catching up, or you're not catching up, but you're kind of staying a pace with Mithros. He's gained a little on you, but you can see him, and he got sight of the hands, which you kind of can see up there occasionally, but you don't have a great beat on them.
Am I closing the distance, or are they staying ahead?
You actually gained a little bit that time. Okay. You got a better view of them again, but they're right at the edge of being in that partial view. And as you're running along, an old man steps out from a group and grabs you. Did you see him? Did you see the hands?
Yes, let me go.
He appears to be well dressed. Okay. And again, roll the d8s.
Yay!
Okay. So Mithra, you're kind of holding even with them, and the other two of you are kind of together right behind him, a bit behind him.
Yeah, I'd like to. Do I notice if there's like an alleyway or something I could try to cut them off somewhere?
You haven't seen anything that looks like that, and actually, they are right at one of the gates out of the city, and so give me one more d8 roll. Okay, so Sir Galadon. Sir Galadon.
D8.
Yep. Okay, so you guys rush out of the town as well, and Midros, you're just able to see them as you get out the gate come to running, and then they kind of go off either down a hill or on a small leap or a leap over a little cliff, and they're gone. What do you do?
They're gone, or just
they're out of
sight?
your sight.
Well, I'll keep running, I guess.
Okay, so as you draw up to where you saw them last at the top of this little crest, it does crest, and it's the side of a small hill, and below it is a partial stone wall, kind of a retaining wall, and built into this retaining wall is an arch that has some boards put up in front of it and some stones stacked around it. You do not see the hands anywhere.
Okay, they got away, huh?
Seems that way.
Damn.
Are you going to go down and investigate, or are you just going to go back?
It's like a city wall, and there's
it's a retaining wall.
I'm sorry, what's a retaining wall?
A retaining wall is a wall built to keep the land from falling down and eroding further.
I don't. What? I don't know. I admit, Maglar, Metros. What do you think? I'm just a magician. I don't have any power or anything. Skeleton.
So
What do you think?
by retaining wall, is it kind of like a buttress on the side of a cathedral type of retaining wall?
No, it's like a retaining wall on the side of a hill that's keeping the hill from sliding.
Okay.
You know,
I would like to search for the silver-plated skeletal hands around the last place I saw them.
okay. So, well, the last place you guys would have seen them is they moved over out of your sight, basically right in front of the archway. And I said the archway has some timbers stuck in front of it and some stones piled up, but you can see behind it there is a tunnel going back into the hillside.
Ah, okay, I see. I understand now.
Look, I've found a culvert.
A little mini adventure here.
Yes.
Yay! Cool. I'm for it. Let's go.
Does it look like I can fit into the culvert?
Oh yeah, no. It's about 5 feet tall, and with a little work, you can knock some of the stones out of the way and push some of the timbers back, and maneuver yourself inside the arch, inside the opening.
Okay. In that case, I'll crawl through and keep my eye out for any silver-plated skeletal hands on my way.
Well, as you look down, you can see that there are little speckledy marks all down the dusty steps. And there are stairs leading down into the darkness. The tunnel itself that they're in, the stairwell, is a stone arch with stone stairs leading down. They're fairly dust covered.
Sorry, Maglar was having trouble with his computer.
That's all right. And there's some stones and lumber and stuff in here that's kind of blocking. You're gonna have to kind of deal with that. I mean, it's something that'll just be time, but it's not just a straight run down it.
Well, I'm going down to the cave entrance, and
Okay.
I'm going to see if the boards are going to be easy to pull off or not.
You can, as I said, you can move some stones, and push the boards out of the way and get inside.
Okay.
Okay. And once you're inside, as I said, you see it's an arched stone stairway going down into the ground and forward into the hillside. And there's rubble and stuff on the stairways and on the stairs. And as you move down it, I mean, it's just slowing your descent. And you get to the bottom. And at the bottom, there is a door that's partially closed, but up against it is a whole bunch of debris. You know, some pieces of cloth, a little paper, even some bones of bird, of probably like chicken or things of that nature, and just some more stones and lumber.
Richard, I would like to. My proficiency I made was darts, and I don't have a staff necessarily unless I find one on the ground. So I'd like to look around for, in this room if there's one, or go back outside real quick and see if I can find something I can use as a staff.
Give me a D100 roll, and you want to roll high.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. Told you.
Yeah, all of this is lumber. There's not any like wood, like. I mean, it's like pieces of boards.
All right. Well, I want to find the most appropriate size, and what I would like to do is kind of poke at the
Okay,
debris.
yeah, you can find a board that you can pick up and poke at it. That's not a problem. It's just like maybe a little of it have been placed here, but the others is just over time fallen down this stairwell and accumulated here.
Are there? Is there any light?
No.
Shining. Okay.
I got torches.
Okay, and I've got flint and steel and a supply of torches.
How wide are these tunnels?
It's about 5 to 6 feet wide.
Okay.
And let's see. I don't think I have you guys. Any of you had any? Let's see. Oh, there's Sir Galadon.
Yeah. My D8 roll was a 5.
Come on, what's going on here? Oh, that's characters. That's not. Okay, so I need to get you a. What race is Sir Galadon?
Human. So
Human.
I need to light a torch. I shall be the torchbearer here, and unless there be rogue among us, I shall take point.
Richard, I have a clarifying question. Both Aaron and I are mist elves, and
Right.
we have 60 feet. We can see in the dark, but however, is that in darkness like the evening, or is that darkness in tunnels and stuff? Because when I played, there was no.
That is infravision. It allows you to see heat in darkness.
Okay. All right.
So it's not like, boom, I can just see everything in the dark. There has to be heat there. So if you look in a deep, dark hole and there's nothing providing heat, you're not seeing anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Just reminding you that as elves, I'm just throwing this out there. We have a sensibility to sense secret and concealed doors.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Now, I'm going to give you guys a token for tonight. If there is something that you find you would prefer to have, simply, get it and bring it with you next time. I'm just, because at some point it's like, okay, I need to have something on the board that's close enough to you that makes some sense. But if you prefer a particular thing, I'm happy to use it.
You're talking about a token on the map for the map?
Yeah.
I see.
Let's
I don't have
see
a preference,
here.
no.
Okay, so you guys don't have your character sheet. Have I not made character sheets for you? Is that why you don't have them? And if so, I apologize.
Right, we drew it, we wrote them up. And I just thought of something. You said that in your with your elves, you can, even though I'm a magic user, I can use a sword and bow. Is that right?
Yes, because elves are they're just trained as children to use those two.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'm gonna change in my darts if it's not too late.
That's fine.
Okay. Is it a longbow, short bow? What was the?
It is it's supposed to be a longbow, and a long sword. And I don't know if you don't have the money for it, then you just have to wait on the bow. But you should have enough to do either one of those at least.
Okay. All right.
Man, Sir Galathon doesn't have a horse.
Okay. Not with him.
Yeah. Well, I didn't roll up enough money to buy a horse, so probably.
Okay.
Eventually, he'd like to get a horse, I think.
I can understand that. You've been using a horse, but I mean, you have one to ride at least, because.
Yeah, but not a trained war horse, probably.
Yeah, and you said you're human.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, what I'm going to do is.
Or maybe something more exciting than a war horse, like a saber-toothed tiger, or a war elephant, or a velociraptor, or a T-Rex, or...
It's always possible, although I haven't seen any of those around here.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'll bring you guys over so you can see where we're at. Okay, so you guys have kind of cleared enough in a way that you can see there's a room beyond this debris. You could get into that room if you choose at this point.
Oh, cool, man.
It is, there's a bit of rubble strewn about it, but it's pretty much a dry and dusty. It's brick. And so it has that kind of smell of decaying brick, and you can smell a bit of rat in there as well. The one thing you can tell is it's not level. And you can see that there's mud spread around the floor, which appears to have been washed in here over time down the stairwell. So, what do you want to do?
I would like to take a few steps in with my torch lit and explore the first room.
Okay, you may move yourself forward.
And I'll take a look around by my torchlight.
Okay. And again, I said this room is not even, it's not level. It's very, the floor gives and flows. The walls bulge and lean back. Even looking up, you're not sure if the ceiling, I mean, it's holding. It's not like you're feeling like it's imminent, but it's like, egad, this whole thing could collapse at any moment. And the other thing that you notice is you can clearly see the tracks of 10 little points making its way clearly through it's hard mud, but obviously it's poked holes in it and kind of flaked it, and it's a clear trail right across the room and down the hallway that you see on the other side of the room.
Those are fingers.
Does the mud continue all the way to the edge of the room over here?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that there's a stone floor underneath the mud at least, and make my way across the room to the tunnel.
Okay. And when you get to that tunnel, you can see about a third of the way down it that the mud plays out and there's stone beyond that.
Okay, perfect. And then I guess I will carefully make my way down the tunnel, keeping my eye open for any slippery spots or any part of the floor that's made of wood. I don't want to step on it, just on stone, because I probably weigh about 1.5 tons in my plate mail. I wouldn't want to like break through a wooden floor, and drown in wet mud.
Yep. I mean, and as you're looking at it, it definitely looks like, and if you prod a little, you can quickly get to the stone floor in this room. It's just that there's about 2 inches of mud, basically most places.
Yeah.
And I say mud, it's dried mud.
Okay.
So it's not like there's any recent evidence of additional mud being added. As you move down the hallway again, like I said, you're now on stone floor. Up ahead of you, this room has dust on the floor, and you can see where the tracks are, but there's no indication of that kind of mud having made it this far.
Okay. I would like to try to follow the tracks if I can. But at the same time, I also would like to keep my eyes open above and around me. Just sort of glancing upwards and around me every few steps as I follow the tracks through the room. Do they go all the way to the other side, like over here? like over there.
Okay. So when you enter this room, it is dry. You can see the trail going through the dust in front of you into the hallway beyond. On each of the other sides of the room, you see wooden statues.
Oh.
These statues are probably the same person, and each one of them is slightly different, though, as it shows a man on a torture rack stretched out, and the first one shows him in sort of an agony and ecstasy pose looking straight up, and the other one shows him in a slightly different pose looking at the exit on the other side of the room.
Oh.
I look up to see where he's looking up. You said he's looking straight up. Anything up where he's looking?
Yeah, if you go over there and you look up, it's just the ceiling. There's nothing special there.
Well, this reminds me of the old adage, keep your eyes on the prize, which I think is the other end of the room. So I think I want to take a little closer route to. You said the left one is looking towards the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take a closer route to the left as I make my way across the room to the tunnel.
Okay.
Like that.
And yeah, well, if you guys look at the statues, they're wooden, and they show signs of age. They also show a lot of signs of basically being eaten by bugs. There's termites here. There's signs of woodworm.
Do these caverns look natural or do they look like they're man-made?
Oh no, this is totally man-made.
Okay.
These walls have stone floors, brick walls, and bricked ceilings.
So, Galathon, are you going to continue or what are you going to do? What do you think we should do?
I'm waiting for you guys to finish exploring the room before we move on. This is me over here.
Yeah, I'm ready to go on.
Okay. I'm going to slowly descend the stair, keeping my eyes out above me and making sure that the stairs are solid as I step onto them with each stair.
So as you come down this stairwell, this room has a bit of a chemical smell to it that you can pick up as you approach. And as you get closer, you can see that there is a table to the right that has glass jars and other types of instruments and vessels that you would associate with alchemy. You also see cages, some of them stacked up, others that are fully 6 feet high, and some of them contain skeletal remains, and some of them are empty.
Does this room look abandoned, or does it look like it's still active?
Oh, it looks abandoned.
Okay.
It is covered with a lot of dust. When I say there are skeletal remains, I mean there are skeletal remains. You look at them, and it looks like rats and rabbits, and people, and small cats, dogs, some larger animals, probably raccoons and possums and coyotes.
All right, and does the jars or bottles or flasks, did any of them have anything in them, or are they all empty?
Well, as you look, as you're looking about, the orange are where the tables are. There's 2 tables in there. On the one to the left, when you're looking through that, there is a bottle that contains liquid and what appears to be a metal bowl covered in dust. I mean, all of it's covered in dust, but you know it's metal because of the fineness of it and just the look of it, that it's metal, not porcelain, and it's definitely not pottery.
Do I have any chance of recognizing what's in the bottle?
It's a deep red liquid.
Does it look like blood?
Yes and no. I mean, it has a slight resemblance to blood because it's dark and red, but it's still liquid. As long as any bottle would have sat down here, if it was blood, it would long ago have congealed.
All right. Well, I'm going to take it. I don't know what it is, but maybe I can find out, and I'll take the bowl too.
Okay, when you pick the bowl up and you knock some of the dust kind of disappears, you see that it is gold.
I'm going to slip it in my pocket when nobody sees. Nobody's looking.
Hey,
I'm teasing.
All right. Hey, that's when you and the other party members and their reaction to that and your response to that, totally among you and the other party members. Across the way, there is the other table, and it too has stuff on it. But again, there doesn't appear to be anything in the jars. Is anybody going to go over and look at that? Okay. As you move across there isn't anything that catches your eye as far as chemicals or liquids or stuff. But there is some paper there. A little moldy, but there's some parchment.
Would I be able to recognize any of them as a magic user?
Are you going to look at them?
Yeah, I'll be brave.
Okay. So
Roll a saving throw.
if you want to, I don't have any reason for you to, but
Okay, good.
I'll sure let you. It's always an option if people really want to go there.
Roll for initiative.
The paper, back you. Paper cut.
Do I recognize any of them?
Okay. And yeah, you look through there, and there's actually 3 sheets. Some of them just kind of random notes with numbers and stuff, but one of them is actually, you think, a kind of shortened version of Nistel's magic aura.
Cool.
Wow.
So all 3 of you roll me a d6. For Galanon,
Yeah.
roll a d6. Okay. So Maglor, as you're wandering around in this room, you have found that over on this wall, you have found a door.
Oh.
And with additional searching over there, you have found that on the left-hand side of it, there's a little panel that slides back and reveals a lever.
Oh. I'm gonna pull the lever.
Excellent. Let's move your character over there. You pull the lever down, and it is initiative. So the door opens, and it reveals a passageway leading off into the darkness But it also reveals a skeletal creature with a sword in hand. And he swings and he misses. So, Maglor, what do you want to do? Maglor?
Sure.
Okay. I have a long sword. I'm gonna use that.
Okay. And you swing and you miss. Okay, Methros. You'll see the door slide and you'll hear the chattering, clacking of bones and the whiff of a miss. And Maglor rips his sword out, swings and misses. What are you going to do?
Is there any room for me to do anything? I mean, I've got a longsword too. I could swing, but
Yeah, you can charge over there and swing. And you miss. Sir Galadon, you witness all this. What do you wish to do?
I don't see any targets. So I'm going to gonna walk across the room and I'm gonna say, what are you guys fighting?
Well, you see it. Door's open. You can see it.
What does it look like?
A skeleton.
Oh, okay. I will also fight the skeleton.
Okay, you gonna move over there?
Yeah, on the left side, right over here.
No, to the right.
Right here.
No, right here.
Oh, the other right side.
It's right there beside, in front of Maglor.
Okay. And roll attack. And let's see. With my longsword.
And you miss as well. And it is initiative once again. Okay. It swings and misses. So, Maglor, cheers.
Go attack again.
Okay. And you connect savagely. Give me a damage roll. Matters, but
what's a D6 or what's a longsword do again?
1d8.
1d8.
Okay.
You've got a strength of 17. Tell him.
4. That's like half.
Tell him you've got a
So-
strength of 17.
And your sword just like catches it right there at the collarbone and just you crash right through it and just the thing just falls apart, shatters in front of you. And you're out of initiative. And I'm going to move you guys forward just so you see what you see. This tunnel is man-made, but it is smaller. It's like 5 feet wide, and it's like 6 feet tall, and it's brick-lined.
I'm gonna look the skeleton body over, see if there's anything of value on it.
All it has is a rusty sword.
Aaron. Tell him you're going down.
I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Okay. Okay. So you guys can move. I mean, when we're in map, what I like to see is movement that's about equal to one move base or a couple of move bases at a time. And then kind of a pause. And if we see something, then I want to kind of stop and not, like shoot forward. Then I'll explain what you're seeing. So you didn't do anything wrong, Maglor. I just kind of explaining. You don't have to sit and wait, but I also don't want you using it like an icon to look around outside, like just whipping around, seeing whatever you can see. So,
Richard, I can't move my character.
Okay. Sometimes they get caught in the edges. Try now. Try now.
No, it's still not responding. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like if you're halfway in and halfway out, sometimes it'll let you move and sometimes it won't.
Okay, go ahead and move up just a little bit. A couple more squares, Aaron.
Think about that.
Keep going, as long as he doesn't say anything. Keep going to the...
No places.
Okay. Now, up ahead of you, when you look down there, you see a skeleton
Huh?
standing in front of a door, sword in hand, just standing there motionless.
Why can you guys hear me right now?
I can hear you. Okay, so Maglor, you see a skeleton down there. What are you going to do?
You got a short bow.
I got a short bow. Can I use it?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
Okay. So give me a to hit roll. And you shoot the arrow and it flies down there and just sails right past him and thunk into the wooden door. and it's initiative. Okay. And he starts moving your direction. You can see the glowing green eyes, and he turns around and heads your way. Okay, so Maglor, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay, shoot him again. You gonna roll your d20?
Yeah.
Oh, that 6 was the roll. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You sure that was the roll? I thought you. No, that's what you rolled to hit him last time. I need a new one. Or no, I guess that is it. So okay, you shoot, and you just totally miss him. Hey, Thros, what do you want to do?
Oh no, my token.
Well, I don't have any long range weapons. All I've got is a short sword. So I'll just wait.
Okay, Sir Galadon, what do you want to do?
He's over by the S.
He's beyond. You see him. You see Maglor firing a couple of arrows down towards the end of the hallway.
I'm gonna take a few steps towards him and toss my torch right to about here, and then draw my sword.
Okay.
Maybe try to hit him with the torch like it was a club.
He's on the other end of the hallway.
Which end?
He's on the
To the left?
Yeah, the one on the left.
Oh, okay. Okay, so to here and throw it at him right here. And probably gonna need club damage, huh? So that's let's see, add club.
Okay. Club's 1 to 4, 1d4.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's where you guys at the end of this turn. Now, Medros, if you're looking down this hallway, that's another skeleton staring at another door.
Man, I miss him.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Is he coming my way?
Nope, he's staring at the door.
Oh, he's facing away from us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
it's
just going to
initiative.
focus on the one that we're fighting now.
Okay, somebody give me an initiative roll. Okay, so the skeleton moves up. And he attacks Sir Galadon And he misses entirely. Hideous swing. And Sir Galadon, it's your turn. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Richard, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just I don't know.
Sorry.
Sometimes I'm on the phone and with this, and sometimes it just stops working after a bit.
Oh.
So he came up and took a swing at Sir Galadon and missed him.
Okay.
So Sir Galadon, it's your attack.
Okay, nice. All right. So, after tossing my torch at him, I drew my sword, so I'm going to attack with my sword now. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I credited
That
him.
hits, and you critted him, and he also shatters in front of you.
All right.
What's the other one doing? Is it coming our way or is it turning
It's
around or
staring
anything?
at the door.
I'm sorry?
It's staring at the door. It's just standing there, staring straight ahead at the door in front of it.
I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay, take a shot. And again, your arrow entirely misses it and thunks into the door, and it's initiative. And he swings and misses at Medros. And Medros, what do you want to do? Hello?
Crap.
Crap. I rolled a 9 on an attack with my sword.
Okay, that misses. Okay, so Maglor, what do you want to do?
He stepped away from the computer for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take a leak a minute ago too.
Okay. If you guys ever need to take a break like that, just speak up. We can pause.
Can Sir Galathon go, or is he already gone yet? Or we're
I kind of
waiting
need
for
Maglor to go because of the way they're spaced. What he
Okay.
does is going to kind of say what Sir Galadon can do, because neither one of them are in a position of melee with it.
Do you want me to roll for him, or just wait for him?
We can wait for him.
Okay.
I mean, not a race.
Yeah, but I'll talk to him about picking his time when he
Stepped away. This
It's
is not a very
okay.
good.
Yeah. But if a guy's
Commercial
gotta go, a
break.
guy's gotta go.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Be sure to zip all the way up. Don't forget to lift the lid.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Okay. All right.
Did you fall in?
It really needed to go, you know. It's okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right.
Can I shoot again?
If that's what you wish to do,
Okay, I'll do that.
okay. Okay. And you fire, and this time your arrow is better aimed, but it is a skeleton, so it just passes right through the rib cage and sticks into the door behind. And Sir Galadon, what do you wish to do?
Can I grab is that Mithros?
Yeah,
Can I grab Mithros and switch places with him?
sure.
Okay. And I just say gangway and then switch places with him and strike at the
Okay.
bad guy there.
Okay, and so you connect with him, and you have, done a little damage to him. And it is initiative. It's simultaneous, so he is going to swing and hit for 5 points of damage.
Owie.
And you may take your attack.
5 points.
Who is injured?
Me.
Galadon.
Galathon.
Or Galathon, excuse me.
Is there enough room for the rest of us to get up there, or we have to do long?
One person could get up there beside him. So Galadon swings and misses. Which of you wishes to get up there by him?
Me.
Okay. So you may drop your sword, drop your bow, and pull out your sword and step up there and take an attack.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, roll that d20 once more. Okay, so you swing and you miss. Mithras, anything you wish to do?
So,
I don't have anything to do.
Okay, it's initiative. Okay.
What just opened up next to us there? The big long hall or something?
Oh, that's just void space between rooms.
Okay.
That's simply because he's halfway in and halfway out of the room.
I see.
Did we win initiative?
And so let's move here. So, you guys won initiative. Galthon, make your attack.
He hasn't said it was your turn.
That's a miss. And Maglor, you may make your attack.
But I use my sword again.
Okay. And that's a hit. Roll your damage. Okay, and you have damaged him, but he's still up. Got like half his ribs missing type of thing, but he's still up and fighting. And he swings and he misses, and it's initiative. Okay, so Galthon, you want to take your attack?
Man.
That's a miss. And Maglor, you may take your attack. And that's a hit. Roll me your damage. Okay, and with that, he finishes ribs and the thing collapses to the ground.
Good job, Maglor.
Thank you.
3 cheers for Maglor. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the bodies and see if there's anything of value on them.
Nah, just a rusted sword and a rusted helmet.
Let's go forward.
Okay.
Wait, wait. Let me recover my torch. I pick up my torch over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you gotta increase the light radius on my token. There we go.
Yeah.
Must be a door.
Yep, like I said, there is a door down there.
Okay.
Okay. And the door has a very clearly defined handle on the right side of it.
And I just pow rip that sucker right off the hinges.
Okay.
Unless it was locked.
Hey, Richard, do we still see the impressions of the hands that were moving? Is this the hallway it went up to, or do we see that
No.
anymore?
You sure don't.
They probably just
About where did we lose it?
Well, it was back in the room with the tables and the cages, and it was going across to the pathway, the hallway out of that room, which was on like the north wall, and you guys went out the west wall.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and so guys, open this room. Okay, so you walk into this room, and there is a large stone bier, B-I-E-R, in the center of the room. And on it lies a skeleton. Its arms are crossed over its chest, but its hands are not attached to those arms. But there are a pair of silver skeletal hands sitting right beside where the arms are crossed on the chest. And the top end, the far end of this kind of has a slab coming up, and inscribed on it are the words Missif. He served his master well.
What's the name?
Missif. M-I-S-S-I-F.
Does he have hands?
He does now.
Yep.
Are they gold, silver plated?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. He has his arms crossed across his chest and the hands are missing. But there are two silver hands sitting side by side right there where the arms cross.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I was trying to look up what a bier is.
It's a burial platform.
Yeah, I searched it up and I saw it.
Kind of looks like a ladder. It's a movable frame on which a coffin or a corpse is placed before burial or cremation, or on which it is carried to the grave. It's like a British thing.
Okay.
Or
even
Italian
my
style.
son knew what that was. I'm way behind.
All right. So there you go.
Wow. It's basically for completely open casket funerals, like where you don't even have a casket, you just have a body on a bier. That's crazy.
So what are you going to do?
Oh, how is he dressed?
He is wearing a somewhat ornate robe It is a deep midnight blue robe. It has some silver thread, not actual silver, but thread that
Silver
has
colored, yeah.
been silvered. That embroidered into the midnight blue
Wow.
some of the constellations.
Wow.
And he wears a little flat cap that has some stars around it. And
Oh, like a pizza hat the Italians wear? The big weird beret things? Like a pizza chef?
nah. More like a pillbox hat. It's just kind of round and straight,
Okay.
kind of about 3 inches tall, no
Something,
brim.
something the Queen would wear. You know, present day Queen of
Yeah.
England. Okay.
Well, let me see if I can get a better example
almost
of it.
almost like a naval hat, like U.S. Navy.
A little bit like that.
hat.
Yeah.
Like Gilligan would wear on Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's weird little hat. Oh wow, they even go as far as calling it a Gilligan hat.
Can I get the hands?
Careful. I wager this missive character is a lich, and messing with his hands will bring him to life. I think this foe is beyond any of us.
I'm picking up the hands.
You instantly get level drained. You're now a Juju zombie.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just
Terms of a lot of good things to be said about being a zombie.
I touch the lich's hands. The hands touch you back. You're now a Juju zombie. No! I will avenge you, Meathros. Give me another 5 years. I'll come back.
And this is a good representation of the hat, but it's like I said, like a midnight blue, and it has like stars on it instead of just a pattern.
You know, that reminds me of the Magister in Dragon Slayer, the movie Dragon Slayer, the Disney movie.
Yeah.
In like the first scene of the movie, I think he put on a hat like that.
Yeah. But the British Army used to wear those in like the mid to late 19th century. For like that's the kind of hat that they would wear Saturday afternoon at the park or wandering about town. So there you go. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh no, he didn't. That was a completely different hat. Okay. Mithra says he picks up the hands or something.
I'm picking up the hands.
Yeah.
Okay. You pick up the hands, and they just kind of fold. The fingers, when you pick them up, they just sort of fall down. There's no more. They don't appear to be animated. If you move them up, the fingers just kind of curl in on the palms. If you hold them down, they fall out straight.
Are they still silver?
Yes, they are.
Well, I'm gonna take them.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, I'm living dangerously.
What good is a
That's the way to be.
What good is a lich with no hands?
Yeah,
I don't wanna do
and
too
that
much.
is actually not a bad comment, because first edition, what do you got to do to cast a spell? Almost any spell,
Yep.
you got to have semantics.
Yeah.
Without hands, you can't have it. That's pretty limited spell options for a handless lich.
Yeah. Mostly just charm spells.
So, Richard, what do we see? I'm looking at the north of this room. There's like a dotted line that making like a corner there. What is that?
I am not sure. Probably just my misinterpretation. Maybe that's where the beer was supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I don't
probably.
really see anything there.
Yeah, ignore it.
Okay. Do we see anything else in this room?
I mean, that's really. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of inclined to take the hat and the robe, but on the other hand, it's like desecrating a grave, and I'm not sure I want to do that.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to go past the hands. The hands are different because they ran away from me and got me in trouble, so I'm taking those.
Hey.
They made me run into a big bakery guy, so
Yeah.
I risked my life for these hands, so I'm taking.
And you have no idea that bakery guy may be plotting your demise right now.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so you've got the hands. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this room?
I'm
If not-
going to find another room.
Okay, so you have doors on either side of the room. Maglor moves quickly. Okay, so let's.
I think he didn't catch your comment about going slow. He forgot.
That's all right. Okay, so Maglor, stop right here. Does anybody else want to move in his general direction? You may do so. So this room has a pit on that side of the room. Appears to have been gouged. It's very shallow. It's strewn with bones and other basically skeletons have been thrown on various animals, and some human.
They're in the pit?
They are in the pit.
Well, gentlemen, we seem to have our objective. Why don't we backtrack and come back later?
Yeah, I think that if I look down this hallway that we're coming toward, that table there, that's if from where I'm standing, that looks like the table from that other room. Do you guys agree with me on that?
Oh, the room we've already been
It
in.
does look like that table.
Yeah, I think that's that room we started from.
Okay.
So there are stairs to the north, or back to what you think is the room that you came out of, where you found the first secret door.
Are you guys getting tired? Is that what you're wanting, Sir Galathon?
No. I just didn't want to run into another fight. Since we've already got the hands. But this looks like a shortcut, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to just hop, skip, and jump down this way.
And yeah, you would recognize this is the room with the two tables and the skeletons.
All right, and
in cages.
we'll make our way up the stairs.
So you guys want to head back? Okay, so is that what you guys want to do?
We just stay for
Well, we can. I guess probably we're about getting to the end of the session today. So yeah, if we want to join up with the other party, we can do that. I guess.
Okay, so you guys can head back. Do you want to go back to the pawn shop?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the pawn shop, and he is going to give you 100 pieces of silver.
Ooh.
For the hands.
100 total for the group, or 100 each?
100 total.
Okay.
And if you want to show him the bowl, you want to show him any of the other things, you are welcome to do so. But you do not have to.
I think that's all we got, didn't we? Did somebody take the hat?
One bow. You got the bow.
The what?
You picked up that bowl.
Oh, the gold bowl. Yeah, I want to sell that.
Okay.
And so, I want to. Would he have any idea on that potion?
That he's not sure about. He'll offer you 10 silver pieces for the potion, for the bottle with red liquid in it, and he will give you 60, or let's see, no, 50 gold pieces, or 50 silver pieces for the gold bow.
Is it solid gold?
You'd need to do some testing to determine that.
Yeah,
It's not very big.
I'll bite it.
It's pretty small. You think it is?
Yeah, I trust that. About how many coins does it weigh?
It probably has the weight of of 80 silver pennies.
So 80 coins?
Silver coins. Gold
Yeah.
coins are very much smaller.
Oh, they're smaller. Okay, so then more than 80 gold.
Yeah, a silver penny is about the size
Of a gold.
of a nickel
How big is a gold?
diameter, and the thinness is about the size of a quarter. A gold piece is about the size of a dime.
Yeah, so this is worth way more than 80 gold. Okay. I wouldn't take that. That's a bad
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
What did you say
So-
we got for the? What did you guys say we got for the hands?
100 gold piece or 100 silver pieces.
Okay.
Okay, and you all get 500 experience points for the evening's
Yay!
adventure.
500. Nice. I'm at 1340. Just need 1200 more.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hate that it is, but we do have a 2-week break, and we will be back on the 20th of October.
2
So
days
enjoy.
before 2 days before Dune comes out.
We'll play first season. We'll play Sable.
That's how my October is going.
Okay.
I'm
So,
judging everything by the Dune launch.
Is there a
Yes.
holiday coming up next weekend?
No, but my wife scheduled something that I have to go to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sort of like a holiday. It's like
Okay.
I just got informed this week that it was happening, so
Mm.
I apologize, or I would have given a little more warning. What's happening is we're doing that. She scheduled something for next Friday, and then the following Friday we're actually going to be out in LA attending some friends and family stuff, so I just won't be able to play. So kind of hopefully it'd be rare that this happens, but this is sort of a back-to-back. I had not anticipated not being able to play next week because I already told you about the 13th, but or 15th. What? Let's see, 8, 15, 22, 22nd of October. Excuse me. So yeah, because it'll be the 15th when next week will be the 8th, and then the 15th.
Yeah.
So the 8th and 15th, I'm not going to be available.
Oh, so we're getting 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks. We're
Yeah,
not playing.
2 solid weeks where we're not playing. I apologize, but
The day
that's
of
just kinda
the
how
launch
life
of
worked
Dune
out.
is when we're playing.
Okay. And you, when you say LA, you mean Louisiana, right?
no, I mean Los Angeles.
Oh no. Where do you live right now?
Annapolis, Maryland.
Holy smokes, that's a long trip.
Yeah, my wife is from LA, and she had planned. We had planned a meet up with friends and family, and so we are doing that.
I assume you're gonna fly.
Oh, yes, we are flying.
All right. Well, be careful then.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think we will be just, so have a good couple of weeks. Enjoy some October weather and other options, and we will resume this on the 22nd.
Yep. Thanks for DMing.
You're very welcome. I hope you had fun tonight.
Yeah, I did.
Thanks.
See you guys
Yeah,
later.
sorry.
Okay,
Sorry,
very
Richard,
good.
about being.
And for our viewers, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Explore our links to Patreon and PayPal, YouTube, Discord, and Roll20. And hopefully I'll see you Sunday for my homebrew game when I DM the Orb of Solnod Hex, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, running for about 5 hours plus. And thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.